Hey everyone, it's Major Reaction coming at you with my latest episode of Toy Talk Timeout. Hey everybody, it's Major Reaction back at it finally. Been on a long hiatus and just finally getting back into the swing of things. Been away for school, been doing a bunch of academic work, so that's why I haven't been shooting any videos, but I still have been collecting figures and I've been shooting a lot of pictures in the meantime, well, as many as I could get in. Right here I'm doing a little Minimate work. It's been a long time since I busted out the Minimates. Just found these two at Toys R Us the other day. This is Ninjak, the ninja dude right there, and Shadow Man, the guy jumping off the wall. They're two Valiant comic characters. I have no idea who they are or what their backstories are. I was kind of looking into them a little, but pretty much just picked them up because I went to Toys R Us and it was the only good thing there, so I had to grab them to make the trip worth it. They got really cool accessories, and if I didn't want to use Ninjak for who he is, I could always use him as an extra hand ninja or something. But there's some other cool Minimates they have in there from some other random comic book companies, I think, that I've never really heard of, but they have really cool accessories. I just didn't want to buy them because they're all at full price. I figure if nobody buys them, they'll eventually drop in price, and then I'll pick them up for the accessories pretty much. Minimates are really cool though because you can pretty much have a ton of different displays on your table, you know, at one time, working on a bunch of different things at one time. Right here I have Shadow Man coming off the wall. He's suspended in the air using a piece of cheese wax, and I have the Mysterio effect on his feet that came with the Mysterio Spider-Man 2-pack. I think it was the one of the Spider-Verse Spider-Man. I can't remember which one it was, but looks pretty cool except for the fact that you can see the wax right there. So if I were to actually shoot this shot, I'd probably have to adjust it a little better to where his foot hides the wax or take it from a different angle. But yeah, so I've been just busy with work at school. Now that that's over, I can get back to taking pictures and shooting videos. So have a lot more to show you guys in the upcoming episodes. But we're finally back at it with Toy Talk Timeout. So pre-orders for the SH Figuarts Black Panther recently went up, and I was able to snag one off of NipponYasan.com. It was an exclusive, so now on BBTS they listed it for like $120 plus shipping. So I'm really glad I was able to get that from HLJ. Reason I bring this up is because, HLJ, NipponYasan, sorry. Reason I bring this up is because I recently saw the Marvel Civil War movie, and I have to say it was amazing. It was everything I expected it to be, and then some. And even though it was way different than the comics, it didn't bother me at all. I was pleasantly surprised by what they did and the direction they took with it. I'm actually about to go see it again in a couple days, so I just wanted to say I'm very excited to see a standalone Spider-Man movie, because that's what we're going to get from this, and I really hope that they deliver on that also and introduce at least couple of the really good Spider-Man villains that we haven't seen on screen yet. One of those would be Mysterio. He'd be badass to see. Shocker would be cool. Venom done right. I don't know if we can see that or not, but that would be awesome. Yeah, so Spider-Man was awesome. Civil War, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but he was awesome. Ant-Man was awesome, and they did a really good job with this movie, and it never felt too cluttered with all the people in it, and it never felt too rushed or too long. The pacing was just right. I really enjoyed the movie, and I think if you go and see it, you will enjoy it too. So right here, what I have is a Minimates setup using a Stan Winston Creatures diorama piece. It came with this big giant freak guy. I can't remember what he was called, but I found it at a con for really cheap. So and it works really well with these guys because it's enough of a scene that where sometimes you don't even need a background. I am using a background though because I have uneven lighting in my back area. So I have the Invisible Woman effect base underneath Mysterio, and then I have a battle damaged Peter Parker to set the scene. I recently got a new diorama in from Matt Morlock, and was waiting to get my Bruce Lee figure in from freshfigures.com so I could put it to good use. While I was waiting for him to come in, I busted up my 2 Soda action figures, my Street Fighter Soda action figures that I had on ice for a while. I decided to finally bust them out and get them out on the diorama. Goes really well with them. I didn't really have too many good settings. I've done a couple rooftop scenes with Chun-Li and Akuma, but I really like how they look on this diorama. Right now I'm playing around with my lights I got from Amazon. They're color changing bulbs that you can change the color and intensity of. I was showing the remote in the last video with the Minimates setup. I was showing the remote and the lights for it. The light bulbs can actually plug into most anyone that accepts any normal bulb. So other than the light box lights, you're going to be able to fit them into most of your lamps and stuff that you have, like household lamps. It's really cool because you can adjust the brightness and the color and stuff like that. It has a wide spectrum of colors, and each bulb's only $5 and includes a remote. So it's a really good deal. This diorama I got from Matt Morlock. He had just actually made, and he had made because the Bruce Lee figure was coming out. He offered it up to me, and I really liked the way it looked. I just asked for a few little additions to be made onto it, including the gong you can see behind the hand ninja back there, which he did for me. So that was really cool. I was really happy with the way this one came out, and I've actually found a couple different uses for it, including doing a couple Gundam shots, aerial shots, and shots with little small buildings that are in scale with my Gundams to make them look bigger. I'll put a couple of those at the end of this episode. But yeah, I really dig the diorama. I have another an actual diorama that I asked him to make for the Gundams. It's going to be like destroyed buildings and stuff in scale with them, and I also have a Mega City 1 diorama coming in from him, which I'm really stoked about because that's going to be dope, and he's taken a long time on it, so I know he's putting a lot of cool detail, and it's going to come out really awesome. So yeah, thanks. Big shout out to Matt Morlock. If you ever need a diorama, hit him up. He has really decent prices with really good quality. Alright, now we're going to take a look at some of the things I picked up when I was able to visit a collector that I met in the area. This is the first time I've actually gone to someone's house, been able to rummage through their collection and buy stuff off them. A friend of my mom's, my girlfriend's mom's, had seen these people selling some figures, and she told my girlfriend's mom about it because she knew that I like to collect action figures and stuff. So she told me and got me the number, so I was able to come to the guy's house and look through his collection, and I found a lot of really badass stuff. Right here I'm just going to showcase 4 of the different figures I opened up, because these 4 figures came with a lot of different props and accessories, and I just wanted to show you guys like a little bits and pieces as I start to open up the things I bought from the collection, because I really don't want to open it all right now because I'm kind of having issues with space and storage with my figures. So until I buy some more storage units or something for my figures, not like actual storage units, like just little storage bins and stuff, I won't be opening up a ton of the stuff because I don't want the accessories and everything getting lost. So I'm just opening up a few things to show you guys kind of what comes with all the figures. So first off, we got the Sin City Marv figure. This is a solid figure, and each of these figures I paid $6 for because I bought a big lot of figures. I bought over 20 figures and I got them at $6 a piece. So if I had bought this any other way, I would have spent so much more money on it. If I bought it on eBay, the shipping alone would have killed me. So I was really lucky to get this stuff for as cheap as I did. So this Sin City figure comes with that badass little diorama back piece, the base piece. He comes with a head in his hand, interchangeable hand. Comes with some other stuff that I'll show you in a minute. It's a black and white figure, but it comes with a lot of really cool accessories and stuff that I'll probably end up using. I got Jay and Silent Bob back there. And then I got an Alice Cooper figure, and that's his guillotine right there that you can see, and his little sign and things like that. So all these figures came with a lot of cool stuff. I'll show you guys the table of accessories here in a second with all the different things that got on it. But all the figures are really cool. The Jay and Silent Bob are really, really old though, and Jay's arm started to come apart when I was posing him for a picture I took. There's a lot of cool things these figures come with, and these are really great figures to look for if you're out hunting and you find them for cheap, because these figures come with a lot of cool stuff. And even though my Alice Cooper broke, I'm not really that mad because I wanted him more or less for the effects, especially this damn guillotine, because this thing, it actually works. That's freaking badass. That's the reason I wanted this thing. Just the sheer amount of props that came with him make that figure worth it alone. Let's go ahead and take a look at the table of accessories I have here. First off, we'll start with the gas tank. The gas can that came with Marv. It's really heavy, nice and solid. He came with a pistol, a hatchet, a saw, and that little shank. They're all done up with blood and stuff. Alice Cooper came with that crutch. He came with the bloody basket to catch his decapitated head. Yeah, that's right. And then all its gruesome glory. He comes with the cane, a sword with money on the end of it, and the top hat. Now, my girlfriend's mom said that those are all things that he uses in his stage show. The guillotine, he actually gets his head cut off in the guillotine and stuff, and walks around with the sword with the money and stuff, I guess. So, I mean, I've never seen him live, but my girlfriend bought her parents tickets to go see him, and her mom said that's what he did live, so it's pretty crazy. I kind of wish I had seen it. That sounds pretty badass. Sounds cooler than like Rob Zombie or Marilyn Manson. They were supposed to put on crazy stage shows, but nothing like that, that's for sure. Jay and Silent Bob came with these really cool beers. This little 4 of 6 pack right there. The Nails, which is a carton of cigarettes. They came with also a bong and a little bag of weed, but I hid that because I didn't want my daughter finding it, and now I can't seem to find it either. They also came with this dog, which I had to hide because obviously, as you can see, his wiener is so big that he can't stand on his hind feet. So that's pretty fucking weird. I don't want to have to explain that to my daughter. I hid all those different props because they're a little mature. I don't really think I'll be using them too much for toy photography. Maybe just like as jokes for my friends and stuff to send to them. But yeah, all these figures came with a buttload of accessories. That Alice Cooper figure is one of the most packed in figures I've ever seen. He even comes with that little Alice Cooper sign, which I want to kind of use like on the side of a building or something. I don't want to use it on the guillotine like it's supposed to go. And I'll probably use that spider web for like a Spider-Man shot or something like that. I have a lot of cool ideas for the accessories. And all the other figures I bought came with a lot of accessories too. That's the main reason I bought them. I was going after accessories over posability because we all know Mcfarlane is nefarious for not including enough posability in his figures and still calling them action figures. So I was going for props over posability with this one. Also, this Jay and Silent Bob came with a couple interchangeable hands. Jay came with this middle finger. He also came with a rock out hand. Silent Bob came with that hand that's holding the blunt, if you can see that in this shot. And he also came with a hand that can hold a cigarette. The cigarette actually fell out of the hand. I wasn't able to show you guys that on camera, I don't think. But they both come with the interchangeable hands. And Bob actually comes with a pair of glasses too. I bought another Silent Bob figure, but it's a Blunt Man figure because it came with this really cool removable trench coat, and it came with this cool pair of goggles. Silent Bob also came with a pair of blueprints that you could unroll, and it actually looks like a really cool schematic. So, well, I mean, it's kind of goofy. It's like them running away or some shit, but it would work really good in like an ACBA shot in the background or something like that, or on a table laid out. So that's really cool. Alright, right now we're looking at a shot I took for the ACBA page. We are doing a mission cap theme. It was something David Abeen, also known as Slings a Web, started. And basically it was a what happens next. And the mission was to... mercenaries were being paid to capture Cap, basically, dead or alive. They were going to get paid like $100 million to capture Cap. So what I did is I did Deadpool blowing Cap to smithereens. Well, attempting to, but Cap is actually dodging the flames and saving his shield agent at the same time. So I really like the way the shot came out. I was able to get the flames glowing a nice bright red color, and I made Deadpool's cutout look actually really, really crispy when I outlined it with the black marker, because I actually got it really nice this time and didn't get any bleeding marks or anything like that. So I was really happy with that. I was kind of disappointed at first when I pulled out my Deadpool cutout that I wanted to use. It was all marked up and black and looked ugly, but it was one of the ones. I had an extra one still in the packaging from the ACBA group, so I pulled that one out and it was nice and crispy. So I used that one, got the lighting on it really nice and good. It came out really well. I just wish I had got a little better lighting on Deadpool himself, but I think the flames came out really good, and I really like the flying barrel effect that I was able to create by placing the barrels on top of the flames coming up. I used a couple of the old shield agents and my new shield agent in this scene to make it look like there was multiple agents under attack. I directed 2 of my color changing red bulbs at the flames, at the explosions, and turned them up to high intensity to get that nice red orange glow out of them. I'm using the Civil War Captain America from the Giant Man wave, because I had just popped him out of his box and had him lying around because I just assembled my Giant Man the other day. That figure is really awesome. I actually really like that Giant Man Build-A-Figure. It's so fun and really nice size. So this is one of my preliminary shots that I took. I ended up changing the posing on Deadpool. Right here he's kind of like pulling his fist down like, yeah, I did it. But in my finishing shot he kind of has like his arms up in the air, if I remember correctly. I also had another side where I had him with the top hat on, and I thought that one was pretty funny. Right here, Taskmaster is kind of just like hitting his head like, oh damn. But in my final product I showed him like kicking his shield around. Also right here I don't have all my different shield agents set up yet. This isn't the final shot. This is me setting up some of the extra stuff. So as you can see through that back upper right window, I was shining in that red light up top there, shining it right down onto those flames. I ended up just moving it around to the front, I think, in the end, to get a better red on that. The Deadpool I'm using is actually a custom Deadpool from Morgan Lujan. He goes by Kingpin.Customs on Instagram. He's a good friend of mine. He's actually the first ACBA homie I met in real life and like face to face, so that was cool. He comes to my town like twice a year. We always hang out every time he comes through. We usually chill, grab a couple drinks, hang out, and eat some pizza. But yeah, what I was showing you guys is my lighting setup for this shot. I used one of my high intensity light box bulbs to point at the lights at the explosion originally. I think I ended up just going away from that because it was making the figures have a really hot glow on them, so I didn't want that so much. So I think I ended up taking that out from the final scene. But I did have that big long light. That was an aquarium light I actually got from my sister. So that's what was in front. That was the one I pointed at. It's the big long strip. It's a turtle aquarium light that my sister used to use that she no longer uses. So I've actually took it from her, cleaned it down, and then started using it. So right here, this is more like what the final shot ended up looking like. So I have the ACBA flight stand holding up the newer shield agent, like he's getting blasted off to the side. Part of him is going to be coming out of the frame. Part of him is going to be popping in the frame. I have an ACBA, or not, sorry, a shield agent flying into one of the damn mercenary dudes. The Scourges. Couldn't think of that for a second because we haven't been using them for Scourge lately. Just been using them as random mercenary. So basically I wanted to make it look like there was multiple mercenaries coming in, even though you don't end up seeing that guy. But I wanted to make it look like Taskmaster and Deadpool were both trying to capture the bounty, and Deadpool kind of beat Taskmaster to the punch. So I really like the way it came out.